So here we go. It's the Cowboys and the Storm. The Cowboys looking to stay within one of the top 8. Melbourne going for 5 wins in a row. One tackle left here. Another challenge for the Cowboys. Wishart puts it up. There was a stumble there from Law, but it won't matter because Eli Katoa has come to his opposite side and plucked it out of the air. Is there no stopping Eliesa Katoa? Duffy calling the shots. The youngster gets it on to Clifford. Clifford to Drinkwater. Drinkwater's pass. Beautiful. Derby goes for the corner. Derby with a bit of room. Oh, good finish.
Yeah, great
good
start.
Finish. Burns. Hughes on the last. On the skinny side here. A chase of Bradley. That just spooked Drinkwater. Tap back. Katoa had his arm chopped out, but then it was lost by Purdue and it's 6 more. Hughes might not be in their best interest to score on this play. And that little bobble might make a bird of it, or maybe not. Meany. And that's the end of that. That's the end of that play now. Continues. No recourse. Oh, Nelson crashes over. He started by skittling them. Thank you. $5,000 try July. That man on the sideline, that's a great story. Temple Kalepo. Oh, no. Trouble for Derby. Oh, Rob Derby. Unfortunately, he's got that in him from time to time, and that is a calamity at the back. Kalepo. Duffy. Drinkwater on. Now the X-Factor Purdue. Oh, just look at him. Ease to the line. Jackson Purdue. Brilliant. Like a hot knife through butter. Oh, this young man knows how to score.
Nelson got his arms free and looked like he was going to pop a ball as
Katoa
does.
And he releases Garlic. Gets it on the Meany. 2-on-1. Early pass blower and he's wrapped up. A great try saver from Jake Clifford. Oh, wonderful scramble from the Cowboys. Kalepo. Caden Lars. Strong opening run from him. Third game in the top grade, the 19-year-old. Bateman puts it on the chest of Clifford. Now back to Drinkwater. Cowboys ahead. Cowboys on top for the first time. John Bateman. Rolling back the years with a corker of a ball for Clifford. Hughes pushing forward. Now on the Meany. Meany got by Purdue. Meany goes for it all. Meany scores. Nick Meany puts Melbourne back on track. No, not a crusher. Little one across the chops. Little headlock there. Oh, it's on report. It's going to be a penalty. Got it, Melbourne back in front. Wish out the dummy half. Valepu the decoy. Hughes on. Peasant. Bloor. Gorgeous. Meany is over. Bloor with the offload. Meany. Another celebration. Now for Purdue. Drinkwater, catch and pass. Duffy the same. Clifford the angle. He didn't quite connect there with Bateman. 3 gone. Oh, the kick midway through the count. Hughes gets there first. Going left. Oh, now, this is interesting. Shot clock violation. It's a penalty in front. This unfolds for the Cowboys. That's probably the most significant shot clock violation we've seen. Well, it gives them a hope. 26-20. Last play. Drinkwater on the right. Bateman now. Back inside Clifford. Drinkwater sizes it up. Melbourne, oh my goodness! He's kicked it into the back fence on the full. The Storm hang on. This is a great win. And Melbourne, look out. They're in the top 2.
Well, Craig, what do you think made the difference there in the end?
I'm not quite sure. We scored one more try. That was the difference, probably. It was a tight game. The whole afternoon we scored first, they scored, and we scored again, they scored. So it was, like I say, there wasn't too much in it, but I thought that last try we scored was something that sort of we've been practicing all week, so it was nice, for that to come off. But I'm not quite sure, what to say about it. At times, we didn't defend that well. That they were really playing the ball quick and playing fast on us, so that made it really hard on us, But we backed up some good attack, with some good defence at times, but probably not other times. So, but as I said, it was a tight game. Could have went either way, and we're just sort of happy that we got away with it.
Yeah, and you had a few new faces, a few guys in different positions. Can you take any lessons from that?
Yeah, well, obviously, I thought, again, really the best player in the field was Nick. Going back to fullback. He played fullback. Before he came to us a little bit, so I thought his performance, was outstanding. Right from the first minute right to the last. And the young fella, that made his debut this afternoon, he didn't look out of place at all. Really confident and with what he did, and I just thought, Hughesy really led the side well. He sort of led from up front, and I'll say it wasn't easy. We lost one of our leaders, and perhaps dropped out. Basically dropped out yesterday. We weren't quite sure until this morning, but so there was a lot of good performances there, and a lot of at times we sort of lost our way a little bit, but that's expected when you've with three of our key positions. Like at the end of the day, Hughesy was the only one of our spine that played, so there was always going to be a couple of little things there that was going to take a little adjusting to. But I thought they done a great job.
Yeah, Jerome, with those new faces around you, how do you rate the performance of the other spine members?
Yeah, I thought the boys who stepped up done a good job. Like Balzer said, I thought Means was really good. He's played fullback. He nearly had a whole year of fullback with us a couple of years back, and he done a great job tonight. And Wishy's been there a couple of times last year when Munn was out, and I thought Brono was really solid. So, not too much change for us. It was a bit of a disruptive week for us, a little bit, but I thought the way the boys performed, we stayed in the grind, and there's a few times where we probably nearly lost the game for ourselves, but we did a great job of staying in it.
And it must be exciting for Sigalangi as well. What's he been like through the week?
Well, he's been really good. He probably didn't know he was going to play till yesterday, so it was a bit of it's probably a good thing for a young kid making his debut, not having to think about it all week. He just thought about it yesterday when he got chucked in there, and I thought he done a great job for a young kid. Only finding out yesterday that he was going to play, make his debut, and up in Townsville against a good team, and with a lot of our players missing as well, I thought he done a great job, and he's got a bright future, and it's pretty cool. He's a Victorian kid as well, so to have another Victorian kid play for the Storm is super special, and I'm glad we were able to get the win for him.
How did you find it out there, Jerome? I suppose in terms of that atmosphere and those moments that mattered the most, and obviously led to you coming away with that win.
Yeah, it was tough out there. It was a grinding game. It was a bit of back and forth, tit for tat sort of thing, and. Like I said, we done well to hang in there, but I thought, a couple of our players come up with some big plays. I thought Ali was, he's been good all year, but a couple of his plays were massive. That, that kick pressure he put on Drinky, and Drinky put it there. That was a massive one for us. And another one, Joe Chan, he come up with a big tackle and, made them knock it on. He doesn't play centre that much, and he sort of filled in late as well. So for him to go out there and play the way he did, it's a really proud effort. I'm proud of the boys, and I guess Balder would be proud of the boys too, hopefully.
Would you say that, Bellamy? Craig?
Yeah, no, I would. Like I say, I think we made it a little bit hard on ourselves at times, but at the end of the day, it's there was a lot of changes, especially to our spine, that sort of takes a bit of getting used to, but there was a couple of late changes as well, with Paps dropping out yesterday. So, like I say, it's... I'm really proud of the effort they put in. I think sometimes we probably took a not so good option, and there's a couple of things that we can improve on a bit there. But to come up here with disruptions we had during the week, but they had some as well, obviously with the Origin players that they've got in the game on Wednesday night. So it was probably a little bit even there. But to come up here and especially with Lungy making his debut. I'm really proud of the effort the blokes put in.
Well, Todd, what are the positives you're taking out of that one?
Oh, a whole heap of effort. Thought Griffin Neem was really strong on the back of last week. Starting to stand up and give us the footy that we all know we can do and play. I think Cohen Hess was good again, and then I thought Temple Kalepo on debut was better than sound. He was a threat. Thought his service was good, and big step up for the kid, and he did himself and his family proud. So.
That was Griffin's biggest minutes of the season, especially that first stint. Were you just testing out here how far he can go?
Just with the flow of the game. I think Sam McIntyre hurt his calf, which kind of changed the rotation a little bit. There was a HIA as well in there, which just changed the plan of attack. But moved well, carried the ball strong, tackled really well, which, we've been working with him for a while now around that stuff.
Is there concern around Tonka, Todd?
Yep. He'll be missing next week at least, or two.
Scott, how did you see it out there? Does it hurt any less coming, 6 points compared to recent weeks?
Probably maybe hurts more because how much effort we put in and how much we put ourselves in the position to win, and then there was just a 10-minute period there where we gave away 2 stripping penalties out the full, another penalty, and just gave them the ball too easily. So that period there is what hurt us the most, and just gave them too many leg ups and didn't make them work to come out their own end, and they made us pay in the end.
What did you make of Temple's debut?
No, I thought he was really good. Could see him out on his feet towards the back end of his stint there, but he didn't stop moving as fast as he could, and he tried hard, and I think he's pretty crafty. I've liked what I've seen the last month of what he can do out of 9. So it's pretty positive for him, and he didn't shy away from the contest.
And Todd, I thought Jake had a pretty strong game again. Do you consider how to keep him in the side moving forward?
I don't need to consider it at the moment. He's going good, so just looking at balance and the rest, or some other positions, to be fair, to moving forward. So we've got some decisions to make, but some guys just doing the same stuff week after week, which is hurting, and we'll be just reassessing and looking at it Monday.
13 errors, is that still continuing to be a concern, Todd?
Of course, yep. And it's the type of errors. It's uncontested clangers. We kicked one dead off a long kick, dropped one cold off a carry, not contesting a kick at the back, intercepts, stuff like that, which they're costly. So deflating and puts you under pressure and makes you burn gas tackling.
What do you think that comes down to? Is it confidence? It's probably not ability, but what do you think is getting in the way of that?
Oh, it's confidence and concentration, absolutely. Some personal accountability and, across the whole team, because we're working hard. It hurts.
Caden had about 13, 15 minutes. Is there plans to, I suppose, use him a little bit more, or were you a little bit restricted with the flow of the game?
Caden's 19-year-old kid. He hasn't played a lot of footy in the last 2 years off the back of a couple of serious injuries. He's finding his feet a little bit, so it's a fair step up from where he's come from in the past 10 weeks, and it's a learning experience for him. He wants to do everything as soon as he gets out of there, and that's burning him, and we've just got to work with him and teach him how to put his efforts in the right spot, and he'll get there.